I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham Ha Rekah Kodash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which root great millstone wow, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure unto the end. Shalom wa abal. This is Proverbs 3 verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. One of the things that they're going to push, all right, on the people is this implantable microchip, all right, the mark of the beast. Do not choose the way of the wicked, all right, reject the way of the wicked. Envy thou not the oppressor, which is the wicked, the so-called Caucasian, the so-called Caucasian. They are the wicked, they are the oppressor of the Israelite, and choose none of his ways. All right, which once again, he's going to bring this out as the way to go. Reject that. Death is better than taking that, because you'll be in the lake of fire, the nuclear destruction of America that will condemn you. That's your ticket into that lake of fire. It says in Proverbs 3 verse 32, for the froward is abomination to Yahweh. And that's what this is. This is a froward move to take the Israelites out of the way. It says, but his secret is with the righteous, which we have the prophecies. We know what's going to happen to them that's going to accept it, and them that are making it mandatory. All right. It says in verse 33, the curse of Yahweh is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. So he's going to take care of the elect of Israel, but the wicked and them that do wickedly, they're going to be cursed to die in that lake of fire. It tells you that in Matthew 25 and 41. It says, then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, which are the Israelites that sin by taking that implantable microchip, into everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels. Revelation 14 and 9. The devil and his angels is talking about Esau, the so-called white race, and their military, which Esau's kingdom, America, is going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles. The allies and enemies, NATO and BRIC nations, are going to shoot nuclear missiles on Babylon the Great, aka America. Also, at the same time, chariot fire, which are so-called UFOs, so you could understand, all right, with angelic beings that are so-called black men, all right, which are coming to rescue us, starting with Yahushai. Yahweh is commanding his son Yahushai to come and deliver us from the oppressor who's oppressing us by making the implantable microchip mandatory for buying and selling. All right, and he's going to send his angels, Matthew 24 and 31, to save us. All right, it says in verse 7 of Revelation 14, verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, the system of the so-called white man, and receive his mark, the implantable microchip, in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which Yahweh is going to send his son Yahushai, which is the Lamb, and he's going to deliver the hopeful elect. And that's why at the top of the mountain, verse 1, and I looked, and lo, a lamb, Yahushua, which he's the ultimate sacrifice for the sins of the wage of sin for Israel, stood on the Mount Sion, which are the Israelites, were at the top of them, and with him 144,000, having his father's name and his name, Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, written in their foreheads. All right. But now the 2/3 reprobate Israelites are going to take that implantable microchip and get that put inside their forehead. All right. And be condemned by it. Verse 12, here is the patience of the saints, which all we got to do is wait and be sanctified by this truth. For we wait for Yahweh and he sanctifies us through the truth. That's John 17:17. Here are they that keep the commandments of our power, Yahweh, and the faith of Yahweh Shai. So you're meditating on these scriptures day and night, waiting for the Lord to return.